What's going on, everybody? It's the firm, special guest Miguel. Welcome to Dos Virgos webisode number 2. That's Dos. Unfortunately, Dos is not here. Actually, that might be a fortunate thing this time around. Miguel, why are we wearing rain jackets?
Well, because Tropical Storm Bonnie's coming through Florida right now, man. It's getting wet and it's windy and it's like hurricanes.
But it's not raining outside.
Yeah, we really didn't get hit with a whole lot.
No, we really didn't. But it's cool. We can wear ponchos.
No, yeah. It's kind of cool.
So anyways, tonight we're courtesy of Miguel as a gift from where'd this one come from?
Courtesy of Tony.
Oh,
courtesy of me, courtesy of Tony from EGA Brewing.
Yeah, a little Kirk Diggler action. We have AngelShare malt beverage aged in oak barrels. This is the
Brandy
2008 that we're actually sampling. On to AngelShare.
Now, I know Phil has reviewed the bourbon barrel-aged version of this with Eduardo before, but this is the first taste for him of the brandy barreled version. I had this when I was in Pennsylvania off tap, and it was very nice, so we'll see what the bottle brings to us.
Yeah. This is definitely a treat anytime that somebody likes to share something like this. I'm sorry, I just can't handle this. I mean, if my hair gets wet, I think that will be okay. So the booze is apparent in this one. So it's like a brown color. If you hold it up to the light, like you might think that it's black, but you hold it up to the light, it's brown, very dark red. But then again, not a lot of light comes through on it. There's no head at all. There's a couple bubbles, but previous dealings with AngelShare really don't have much carbonation to it at all. No, not at all. And this one's actually pretty flat. If you swirl the glass though, unlike most beers, it actually shows almost like wine-like legs. The beer will actually run down the side of the glass, showing either alcohol or how much sugar content's actually in it. The carbonation really doesn't seem to be an issue because it's always been an issue with any bottle of AngelShare that I've ever had.
I've been requested to remove the hood, even though I frizz up when my hair gets wet. So
damn weather.
I'm gonna look awful on camera.
What are you getting off the nose on this one?
It's a very sweet, boozy nose, like cherries. I mean, brandy is a sweet liquor to begin with, so you definitely get the brandy.
The brandy definitely comes across in the nose strongly. It's pretty damn good.
There's very minimal carbonation to it. It tickles your tongue the slightest bit to let you know I'm a beer. I'm not a liquor. And
well, there's some beers with no carbonation.
Yeah, I don't really consider them beers.
Thanks, Jimmy Costello.
But it's very sweet.
It's amazing the difference between the brandy in comparison to the bourbon, or even the blend, the Grand Cru, which I've had as well. The brandy seems to be sweeter than the bourbon and give more of It's not as intense as
no, not at all, not at all. It actually almost feels like the base beer can shine a little bit more with this in comparison to the bourbon.
And you get a nice bit of the barrel taste, like you get the wood oakiness in there, and it kind of lingers on your tongue a bit too.
It's also 2008, so we're talking about a beer that's about.
Watch is done. My sheets. I'm sleeping here tonight.
And the spare bedroom, of course. Anyways, don't drink and drive.
Party poopers.
So yeah, back to the beer. Now that we know the sheets are done, and Mike will have some clean sheets to sleep on. What would you? How would you review this beer?
Is it good that it's a 2008, or would you let it age longer?
Apparently now we're being interviewed by the Cerveza Chica. Once again, Kirk Diggler did not do this the last time. He just allowed us to talk. But we're actually being interviewed. So,
I'm a journalism major. Come on.
Okay, so...
would you have preferred it to have aged longer, do you think?
I can't really tell, because it's not aged longer. The one that I had on draft in Pennsylvania was the most recent version, and it was more carbonated because it was in a keg.
Fresher.
So, I mean, it still tastes very similar. It just, to me, the only difference is the carbonation level is not so much on this, but it still has the very nice brandy smells and flavors to it. It's sweet. I love that the alcohol is not overpowering. I'm not a big fan of alcohol-aged beers because most of the times the alcohol seems to, that bourbon especially, seems to stand out and overpower the rest of the beer. And I don't think that this does. I think that it helps complement the rest of the beer and make it a completely different and new beer probably than what it would be if it wasn't aged in any barrel.
Overall score.
On the scale of Dos Bierregen equations, I'd score this a very good 4.6924.
Ooh, very nice, very nice. I would there's actually no theory to my reviews. We're looking at
being modest. This is a science. You're going to study it in college someday, kids. Get used to it.
Possibly. Probably not though. Probably looking at, I would say, I would give it a 4.720013. Repeating.
Put the line across the top of that.
That's it. It's done.
It'll never end.
Thanks for watching the second webisode of Dos Bierrigos. I'm sorry that I didn't eat a burrito in the middle of it or talk to my dog. I will work on that for next time. I hope you enjoyed this week's reviews with Miguel. Once again, check out his website, MikeLovesBeer.com, and you can always check out Dos Bierrigos. We're Bierrigos.
Adios, muchachos.
Peace out, motherfucker.